What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Realistic Remote with Wrexham. This is episode number 16, and we are hot in form right now. 5 wins on the bounce. We went 100% through February, and we are looking to continue that form today as we head into March. And, well, it's the perfect way to do it, you would think, playing bottom of the league, Acton Stanley. Who are they? Exactly, I think I made that joke when I played them earlier in the season. I apologise. Stanley are bottom with just 17 points. They have only won 2 of their 34 games this season. So it seems like a no-brainer, but you never know with these leagues. Hopefully, though, this man, Paul Mullin, 23 league goals this season, can fire us to our 6th consecutive victory as we look to cement our place in the playoffs and even push for an automatic promotion spot. I'm not ruling it out. The board wants us to win the league. I sort of dashed those hopes early doors, but you never know. It's very tightly congested up there. Consistency is the key. Well, if we're talking about consistency, Paul Mullin is the definition of that. The guy consistently scores. However, he shows that he is human and blazes a one-on-one chance just wide of the post. Really good opportunity that was, as Stephen Davis looks to make it 4 games in a row with a goal, but his shot is tipped over the bar by the Stanley keeper. Nonetheless, we are on top in this one and looking to break the deadlock. However, it would be the hosts that would grab the goal. Just before half time, actually, they would get the opener in this fixture and a shock victory potentially on the cards. We're going into the second half. Dominance would resume for the visitors. Bolton would have a really good chance, but his shot is saved. It gets cleared out but recycled back eventually to Paul Mullin, who finds Elliot Lee. And the midfielder has been having a storming season. He bags his 14th league goal of the season, and we are level tied with just over half an hour to play. Triple sub, Doak, Morris and Cannon all on for McLean, Bolton and Davis. And straight from the throw-in after those subs, Cannon involved, finds Barnett, the right back, out wide. He plays it into Ryan Morris. The youngster gets into the box, plays it to Elliot Lee. And there it is. We take the lead for the first time in this game. Elliot Lee with his second of the game, with our second of the game, an emphatic finish on his left foot. And this guy, he has been an absolute fantastic outlet for goals. 15 league goals on the season now, out from 35 games from a centre attacking mid. I'm not too sure, specifically where he plays. I think it's more attacking mid, but he's been fantastic this season. Really enjoyed him playing through the middle of the park. And then with 5 minutes to go, our dominance would finally show on the score sheet as we open up a 2-goal lead to Stanley and secure the 3 points. Another one of the substitutes, Cannon, firing in what is his 3rd league goal of the season, I think. He got a couple early doors. He grabs a goal late on to give us a 3-1 victory here. And really reflect the game. We dominated possession. We dominated the chances. Stanley took their only chance of the game, which was a good finish. Perhaps Leighton could have done better, but it is what it is with League 2 goalkeepers. But we responded really well. We didn't panic, and we make it 6 wins on the bounce. What a time to find our form as well as we head into the final 10 games of the season. We are on a 6-win streak, but it just shows how tight this league is because we won 6 straight and we're still in the same sort of area we were before. We're still 6th. We haven't even come close to like the top 3 or top 4. So these wins have been very important for us. As we see here, Baleba now is fully fit to join the squad. Very excited to have Carlos back in the team. He was fantastic for us before he got that broken toe injury. And hopefully we'll get him involved in the next game, which is Tranmere. And as you'll see by the table, as we're looking at the top now, we are still 6th. Played a couple games more than MK Dons. They should be up in the top 3 once they play their games in hand. But we just need to keep winning, keep on trucking along, and we'll see where we do. But I think playoffs at the very least is the hope now. Hopefully promotion. But let's take it one game at a time. And it is Tranmere next up. They are currently 15th in the league, 47 points, so they're looking safe for relegation, but they're not going to push for top half, so sort of in that middle ground. Well, they lost their last game 2-1 to Grimsby as well, another side who were battling for those playoff spots. It's the same 11 that beat Stanley, although Baleba is back on the bench now. Great to have him involved. And looking at those dramatic opening cutscenes, hopefully this game it's as entertaining as those shots made out to be. Well, early doors we would have some good chances. Bolton, who his confidence has just not been there since signing from Salford. He has a really good chance actually to have a shot at goal just 10 minutes in, but his first touch is so heavy it goes straight into the keeper. And then Elliot Lee had a fantastic chance, but before we get to that, well, you would have seen by the title, miss of the season. And wow, I mean, how the Tranmere striker hasn't made it 2-0 here. So they went 1-0 up. Leighton again not covering himself in glory. They had the bit between their teeth. Leighton made a really good save, but the ball fell straight to the Tranmere striker, and he had an open net. Yes, it was a little bit wide of the goal, but still an open net. His shot crashes off the post, and it remained 1-0. Paul Mullin there hitting the post as well. He hasn't found his shooting boots yet this episode. Going back to the first half, Elliot Lee had a fantastic chance. A poor header from the Tranmere defender gave it straight to Elliot Lee on his head. 6 yards out, but his header went straight at the keeper. That was back at 0-0. We then went 1-0 down, and then we equalised. Stephen Davis, well, his goal scoring streak ended at 3 games in the last game, but he's back on the score sheet now. 4 goals in his last 5, I think 5 in his last 7 for the veteran. He's been fantastic recently, and he levels up the scoring. Well, despite pushing for the winner late on, we couldn't find it. We had a late corner, but the header was saved and then cleared off the line, and the winning run ends at 6. Not a bad run at all. 6 wins, still 7 unbeaten, but we couldn't make it 7 consecutive wins. Not a great result at home to a struggling Tranmere side. Should be winning those games, but I guess we haven't lost, which is a positive in itself. And Baleba did manage to make an appearance as well. As he says here, he's happy to get some first minutes under his belt. I'll be looking to start him in some games soon, but I didn't want to start him straight away. And Davis has been playing well, and he grabbed the goal as well, so he warranted that start. Anyway, looking at the table, we remain 6th, 61 points, same as Notts County, who are our next opponents in the third and final episode of today. Notts County, what a big game. The 2 sides that got promoted from the Conference League last year, both sides flying high in our league and in real life as well, actually. Funnily enough, at the time of recording, Notts County hosted Wrexham today in League 2. Notts County were second in the league, whilst Wrexham were in the playoffs. I think they were 4th or 5th. Wrexham won 2-0 to push up to 3rd place. So can we emulate the Red Dragons of real life? Hopefully so. Let's try and get back to winning ways against Notts County and round off this episode strongly. We'd make a couple of changes. Doak and Baleba would come in for McLean and Davis, who were feeling a bit laggy after playing Tranmere just a few days prior. But good subs to bring in anyway. Doak has been really impressive off the bench, actually, so excited to give him a start. And Baleba, well, really glad to see him back in the starting lineup. Well, it would be County who would start off the stronger, but Dylan Matthews, I guess now Man United loanee, comes up with a really big save before Baleba's put through in the box, but the defender gets the ball, but then the keeper made an absolute howler of that. Tried to play it back to the defender. Baleba was just stood there, received the ball, and he puts it in the back of the net. Great way to mark your first start in 3 months. He gets a goal. And then Dylan Matthews with another big save. He is coming up big recently. Really big saves and interventions in this one. Going into the second half, David McGoldrick, the veteran, would have a couple of chances. His first one dragged wide, the second one forces Leighton into a really smart save before the replay's actually messed up here. So the County scored here, right? But the game sort of just lagged and just went straight to the replays. It was really weird. Anyway, it was an absolute mess of a goal. Basically, from that McGoldrick shot, Leighton save went into a corner. It got flicked on, and Macaulay Langstaff got to the ball. He had a shot which was deflected. Leighton and the defenders didn't cover themselves in glory, and the ball managed to find its way over the line. Well, Baleba would get his second and our second of the game before County would break our hearts. In the 89th minute, McGoldrick, that man, started his career here at County, has been everywhere, and now he is back with the side that brought him into senior football, and he finds a leveller late on. Carlos Baleba's double ruled out. Well, heading into the 90th minute, 4 minutes would be added on. Doak playing a 1-2 McLean, and the Scottish winger is trying to make something happen. He's absolutely knackered though. He plays it to McLean, who has just come on as a sub. We made a triple substitution after going 2-1 up. McLean, what can he do here into the final minute of added on time? He beats his man, McLean. He's in the box now. What can he find? Paul Mullin. Surely not. Mullin! Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This guy is special. Super Paul Mullin. What a man. Well, 3/4 of the stadium were in hysterics just 2 or 3 minutes ago when McGoldrick looked like he'd snatched a point for County. Paul Mullin had other ideas. His 3rd injury time winner in 2 episodes. This guy is the definition of clutch. What a man, what a moment to score your 24th league goal of the season. Could we do what Wrexham did to County today in real life? They beat County away. And well, yes, that was basically the last kick of the game. Paul Mullin with a great finish after fantastic work from Doak and McLean down the left-hand side. Mullin was found in the box. First touch to get it out of his feet and turn and whip it into that far corner. And all of that after a Carlos Baleba double as well. The Brighton loanee, how big could his return be going into this crunch time? 8 games to go now in the league. Every point matters. We're back to winning ways. We're unbeaten in 8 now. 7 wins in those 8 games. 1 draw as well. What a fantastic result. And what a way to round off an episode as well. We are really hot on form right now. 38 games played. 18 wins, 10 draws, 10 defeats. We are looking strong. We're only 3 points off the top 3. Look, I know that a couple of bad results will push us out of the playoffs, but we need to look forward. And, well, our next 3 games, the next episode is going to be the biggest one yet. We play Walsall, Salford and Colchester, who are 7th, 8th and 9th. That is going to be a huge, huge episode. Make sure you tune in for it. But if you enjoyed this episode, drop a like on the video. Apologies that the uploads have been a bit chalked recently. I've been doing a lot of videography stuff in real life, but the regular uploads will return in the next week or so. So thank you for your patience. I appreciate you all. We're so close to 400 subs as well, so make sure you drop a sub if you haven't already. And I'll catch you in episode 17 very soon.